for the synagogue, because we want to be like angels, and we want that our judgment should be good and for a sweet and we hear. So that's basically what the Jewish people are busy with, and obviously that's what I'm busy with right now. Um, of course, there are those which I was actually surprised. This week I visited a guy that like, the last half a year I've been telling him about, the New World Order and all that stuff. And he like a half a year passed, and a good couple months, and he comes back to me and he's like, by the way, Yossi, I did my research, and you're absolutely right. The situation is out of control. Da 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 da. So I'm happy that some of the sheep are waking up, as they say. But on the other hand, of course, there are others that don't understand what's happening. They agree with me 100% that freedom and choice is very important, but they don't understand how. Like, they don't understand that this whole thing is, kind of planned out and everything like that. So, but again, I'm trying my best not to break the vessels, and to always, even with people that I disagree with or at the moment, try to maintain connection. And as long as the communication is open, I still have hope that or I'll change my mind, or they'll change my mind. Something will have to give way, and that's the most important for me. That the discussion is open. So that's basically what's been going on. David, take the floor. 5 minutes. Go ahead.
Oh, thank you, Honorable Rabbi Yosef Ederi. Who is on the call? May I ask how many and who, or is that not doable, sir? Hello?
Is this me, you, and Joseph?
Who's me? Matt?
Yeah.
Hey, Matthew, how you doing? Mr. Swartzy. Okay, okay, well, yeah, 5 minutes, sure. Easy. So easy. In the fullness of time, men have failed God, because men always fail God. As we see through history, Noah, he takes us out. We have free will, and we go, and men fail, and men disconnect from God and disconnect from God's rules, and oh, he's not there. I can do as I want to do, and he allows it, and yeah. And the bottom line is this, you two gentlemen: we are never going to agree. Why? Because we will not agree and go against our parents ever. You won't go against your parents. You were born, you were squeezed out of mama, and you were Jews. You were taught Jewish faith. And come hell or high water, no motherfucker is going to change me, motherfucker. That's the way it should be. Now, that poses a challenge to you, or to people. You got the Muslims, the same thing. You got the Christians, same thing. One thing that I've been able to observe, I think you both can agree, everything's a mess. It's total chaos everywhere. Now, I don't want to point fingers, and I won't. Christians are a mess. Everybody's a mess. What is needed is a compromise. You have shown since day one, Yossi. He said I could call him Yossi Schwartzy, as you said I could call you Schwartzy. So I can call him Yossi and you Schwartzy. So shut the fuck up until further notice. I'm kidding. I'm just having some fun here in the midst of seriousness. The point is, all of us are going to stand our ground with our beliefs. That's the problem. Now, will we compromise? There is a whole lot of evidence and a whole lot of people, including a whole lot of Jewish people, that have, in my 7 decades of observing the faith of the chosen people, there's a softening that's gone on. Now, Tobiah, the Honorable Tobiah Singer, not so he's, and this is good conversation that's going on, but it's stimulating some emotion, which is not good because it's negative emotion. But sometimes negativity can promote positivity.
One second, David. There's some kind of feedback. I'm not sure if someone's on a speaker or something, but figure it out.
Is it better now?
Let's see. Is it better, Yossi?
I still hear feedback, so maybe.
Let me get up. Let me slow down, and get up and walk outside. Now, I will slow down. The point is, I don't know any male or female that would disagree with you feel as you traditional. Why don't you have your head off? And he took over at the lowest point, which is exactly what anybody can take over. 3 men, I got 3 women, we'll take over. I'll say it again. We'll take over. We got 2. Don't assume they can have a. I have 3 Muslims that
large crowd, or do you focus on a small crowd with a lot of substance? So what's more impactful? The more impactful is focus on a small crowd with large substance in like in a lecture or whatever that you're trying to influence, right?
Yep.
So what I'm saying is, I mean, I just believe everything the Rebbe said, man. The Rebbe said that when it comes to Geula, that it's here, it's right around the corner, and like the only thing I can do, if anybody can do, is daily avoda, your daily service throughout your day. All this other stuff, to me, in my opinion, in my personal humble opinion, honestly, it's all bullshit. It's really, there's no substance, there's no value, there's no meaning. The Freemasons can try to do what they're gonna do until they're blue in the face. In '67 there was 4 countries that attacked one country, a surprise attack, and in 6 days we fought them off. You think that was anything that had to do with material or with a document or with anything that had any kind of physicality? That was all from Hashem. That wasn't nothing, that was a complete miracle, All the other stuff that's going to happen later today or tomorrow is not in our control. Like, I love the idea of trying to influence, individual governments with the 7 Noahide laws. That's great, High five. You can get some people that can, and some countries are slowly going towards that, and then, continue to make steps. That's great. But all the other stuff, we can only do the best we. Maisa Huaika. All that other stuff is, it's just malarkey. It's a waste of time. That's all I got, man.
Well,
okay, thank you for those words. And there is a point in what you're saying, which is, first of all, Hashem runs the world unequivocally, regardless of whatever we're trying to do, and that's true. And Hashem is the king of the world, and we have to completely accept that kingship every day of our life, and 100% meditate on that and be humble. But then again, if we ever want to make a change in the world, we have to do something. And of course, you're right that we need to do things in our own capacity. But that's good. That's good for us and for our future. But a true warrior doesn't only look out for his own good. He looks out for the good of the pack, for the good of the group. So, I mean, of course, this is something that we spoke about with David at length, that there's the personal redemption that needs to happen, and then there's the general redemption. And of course, if someone's tied up with his own personal redemption, so then he needs to take a moment to deal with that, and then he can join the general redemption. All right, David, go ahead. You wanted to add a few comments at the end.
thank you, Honorable Rabbi Yosef Ederi. Yes, simply, I have had a lot of influx of epiphanies, I'll call them. I'm not on drugs other than a little bit of marijuana. Weak-ass marijuana. Good God. You might as well drink not even a cup of coffee. But anyway, and it's this. The kingdom that has been developed in the cloud, the internet, the unifier, great unifier that we can, and it was well said, Schwartzy, about crowd sizes and what's the most productive. Yes, but here is what is available. Again, we are this conversation between the 3 men, 2 men from 770, and all that I know about that. That's kind of weird. All these interconnectedness, Schwartzy and Yossi, that have gone on that I haven't told you half of it. And it's unfortunate, but it is the way Yahweh, Hashem wants it. Our very atomic structure is programmed by God. You have to understand, please listen, hear me out, inculcate, tattoo it on your minds, and refute, please, both you gentlemen. If there is prophecy, and there is prophecy that has come true and continues to come true. If we look back at our lives and we see, ooh, boy, that happened, and that happened, that happened, a guide, a thread of there is an overseeing intellect, then that in and of itself precludes moving forward that God is in charge of even this meeting. I submit the great gamer. Yahweh, and I'm going because I've been reading and studying honorable rabbis on the YouTube. And one of them suggested, and I concur, gentlemen, that God is yin and yang, both male and female. Now, somebody could say, "Oh, fuck you." No, he's a man. I'll say, "Okay, you're right. You're right." I won't argue the point. I'm just suggesting that, yeah, they're both, and so we are atomically being operated, even you, Swartz, to the glory of Hashem right now in this conversation. Yep. Having said that, everything we three do say is smiled upon. I'm saying we've been chosen. Now, you may say, "You crazy fucking Gentile, you're just saying that to get us Jew boys in line." I'm not. I'm saying our very acceptance, the lives we've been through, the torture, the pain we're suffering, continue to suffer, that's not wrong. That's to toughen us the fuck up for what's coming, maybe, yeah. Leading, yeah. You're not such a shrinking violet, are you there, Swartzy? No, neither is the Sagittarian known as Yossi. Okay, you guys are tough fuckers. That's, as been intimated, is required. Ooh, beautiful logic going on. Now,
your main point, man.
Pardon?
Just your main point, bro.
Well, bro's main point, bro, is honor your fucking elders. How about that, bro? Anyway, that's another point. I don't give a shit.
I like it. Children, please.
No. I'm not a child. Please don't refer to me as a child.
No, I'm saying what I mean to say is let's keep the civilization going.
Agree. Thank you for the calm head. Now, the point is this. Let's do two things. I'm telling you two very intelligent, seasoned, pedigreed young men, and I have no fucking qualms about it. You can call any fucking Jew I've ever known, you call him right now. Now, my dad, I submit, was an anti-Semite because he was jealous. I believe. There's no other reason he went, what was that call all about at age 36? But anyway, see, we're going to move forward without you. I'm going to be very candid. Yossi, I told I told the Virgin Queen, accepted in the sacrifice of that dead Jew, Jesus, hanging there, that she accepted, inculcated, and the way the mind works, metaphysically, whatever you accept is true, you manifest. So that we got Anya. And since we got that Anya Swartzy, get to it, bud, bro. Hey, bro, this is what we got Anya, bro. We are perfected in Jesus Christ. Because of the way the mind works, we are experiencing incremental perfection in our lives, bro. We have a kingdom in the cloud, bro, with a golden orb that has.
David, respectfully, anything you want, just respectfully.
So anyway, Yosef, man, I'm not. It's only 24 hours in a day, man. I don't have time to listen to just a bunch of hogwash. I'll talk to you later, Yosef. Bye.
Okay. See, Shana Tova to you. We'll be back. Oh boy.
Okay, well, he's not a happy man. He's in darkness. This is my analysis. You have the same, I'm sure. He's not happy. He's up in North Dakota. I don't know how much money he's got. I know his love life, but he's not happy, and he's projecting. He wants love. And I can give love if I'm respected. When I'm called bro and butt, he's done nothing but disrespect me. This is not an attack at all. I love Swartzy. He's told me, it's a bait and switch, our culture. In the beginning, he was a nice guy, feeling me out, gauging me. And then he gauged, whoa, this motherfucker is what? And he now has since then, he's developed what happens when there's too much of variance. You'll experience it in life. When there's so much of variance between somebody that's a friend of yours or associated and they think you're much higher than them, they will do anything in their power to bring you down passive aggressively to equal the score, so to speak, sir. And that's what's going on with Swartzy. He's an oil guy. He's a proud guy.
No, he's a busy man, and I personally initiated the call, and I happen to have some time. I don't know where he's holding right now. He could be in the middle of work. I don't know what he's doing.
Okay. Well, I love him. I love his gruffness. Basically, hey, fuck you. I don't have time for this shit. I like that honesty. Others don't. I can handle it.
But that's important. And
yes.
If he has something more important than our conversation, then good for him.
He does. He did.
I will assume. I will generally.
Well, I missed it. I missed it. I didn't hear anything that he had. All I kept hearing was attacks on what we don't have, but it's all erroneous.
We gave. I'll tell you what. I guess the official structure was 5 minutes each. Each one made their point, and then he said, okay, the structure is over. this can go on for an hour or 2 hours, and he's right.
Well,
Could.
no, he's not. No,
Like,
no, sir. That's nice that he's your friend and you can protect and defend him. But really, what happened was
I'm
he.
not. No, it's
But
not
he
even that.
did
It's
he
not even that.
does he disrespect me or not? If I was your father, did he disrespect me? Yes or no? And has he? Yes or no? Simple question.
By saying get to the point like that.
No, bro, just the whole attitude. Just leaving. Just come on. Are you really battling to say yes, David? You were treated with disrespect. Come on, really? Well, one of the rabbis said that.
It's not. No, David, listen. That you know the situation that's become in this. It's almost like the Hilton gets a phone call from Israel and Iran, and they both want to rent the hotel on the same day. And then what happens is the Hilton becomes the enemy. You understand? It's
No,
like
no, but no, 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 no.
One second, David. You're asking me to say basically whatever I say, I'm screwed from one angle or another.
Let's stop. Never mind. Let's move on. Got it. Thank you for that, Yossi. Thank you. I got it.
Okay.
Got it. Thank you, sir. Hugs, hugs all around. The deal is this: we are using what we. I'm a PhD, and so is Susan in metaphysics. You cannot refute it. It cannot be refuted. She's combined. We've combined both of those. At the same time, we've combined the Old and the New Testament. We've done a lot. We haven't been given a floor. As Swartzy, said, well, you want to go small, you want to go big. I just want to go. Now, I would have said to him, well, Swartzy, wait a minute. We've got Muslims, we're saying confirmed. In other words, and several Christians. And using metaphysics, we've also documented that the Christians that have accepted their perfection in Jesus, Yeshua HaMashiach, hanging on that cross as a sacrifice that's dead, instead of Papa killing all of us this time like Noah, he said, let's take Jesus out. Myself, he atomically, and this is important because the exclusion of women is over. I'm not going to do it anymore. He atomically, spiritually, is the invisible world. He can do anything. All things are possible with Yahweh Hashem. He used Mary because Mary got taken out at the creation, Eve. He used Mary and he entered her womb because he's God and he created Mary's womb and he can do that. And
David, you don't need to tell me this. I am familiar.
I'm trying to get to a point. I keep getting cut off. I cannot believe this.
Okay, go ahead.
My God, I just want to.
No. I'll tell you. Like, for example, I just told you guys what I've been involved in, but I wasn't doing it in a way of like trying to convert anybody or anything.
I'm not trying to convert.
This is how my week was.
Are you? So which direction?
No.
What do you want me to do? I'm not trying to convert you, Yossi. Why do you keep feeling I'm trying to convert you?
No, I'll tell you exactly. That's the whole point. I know you're not.
Okay,
what
good.
I'm trying to say is like this.
Go.
Go. We need to create a situation where there's a common ground from which we work. So let's say we have Muslims, we have Christians, we have Jews, and we're all coming together to work.
Yes,
right?
sir. Yes, sir.
And it's spiritual work, and it's work to save the world from
yes,
the
sir.
devil.
Oh my gosh.
It's work to save the world from the gay LGBT agenda and the New World Order agenda and the eugenics and all that. So we're coming to work for that. Now, imagine the Muslim guy gets up on the stage and he's like, okay, everybody listen, I see everybody finally put their religious differences aside and came here to work. But before we start, I want to read a few pages from the Quran, right?
Right.
And I also brought a pastor here to do some singing, and the guy's like, Allah, and he rolls out the carpet. And the Christians start scratching their head. They start getting itchy. They're not exactly enjoying the show, right?
Yep.
And then eventually, one of the Christian guys like, listen. We came here to work. We came here to do God's work. But you guys are just shoving your agenda. You're bringing in the Taliban and you're doing your thing, and that's not what we came here for. We're not here to fight. We're here to work. There's a lot of people that need our help, and there's a lot of people that don't even know the basics of it all. So you're here on the stage. You're stressing the differences instead of stressing the similarities. And also, we don't even know what we're doing here, because now you're just, and then the Christian guy gets up and he's like, and he starts going on about, Jesus and this and that and the other. And then the Muslims are like, hey, you see, you're doing the same thing. right? And then the Jew gets up and he's like, and you guys are always killing us and this and that. And some of them are like, okay, we agree, we're sorry. And then the next day he comes and he keeps going on as if no one ever said sorry. So they're like, hey, we said sorry yesterday. We're not one of those. That's why we're here. We take responsibility for the things, that we were involved in. But, that's not why we're here. We're not here for you. We're not your therapist. We're not here to hear you whine and cry and be a victim. We're here to do the work, right? So what I'm trying to say is, David, we need to always stay focused. Now, a lot of times, what happens is you're introducing to me, or you're telling me about a certain, let's say, girl or whatever that you work with, and you, instead of just saying their name, you start telling me their entire story about how Jesus loves them and how they're inculcated and incubated and everything and this and that, and you go on like for 20 minutes telling me about their entire baptized, how holy it is and whatever and this and that. And like, it's not that I don't have a problem hearing that. I have a little more patience than what's his name. But if we are going to be productive and effective and quick about what we do, then we need to save the sauce for the pizza. We need to focus on what we could do and not on, like. You understand what I'm saying? Does that make any sense at all?
Well, I understand a lot. I do. And I'd like to make an analogy. I'd like to make an analogy. It's going to be terrible. But you're less than half my age. You could be my youngest. You could be my youngest son, actually. And I've purchased the house, signed the deed, made the mortgage payments, cut the grass, put the put everything in, done the plumbing, fixed the toilet, fixed the sink, done the garbage disposal, fixed dinner, stuffed the refrigerator. You're standing outside, and I open the door, and you start telling me that you have a desire for the house, that you're standing at the door, and I just opened the door. And you're talking, and you're talking, and you're insulting, and you're insulting, and you're projecting your own thoughts, your own preconceived notions. Preconceived notions, I'll keep saying that. I will again say, for effect, preconceived. Preconceived. Because when you get to Jesus, I feel it as you were my son. I feel your discomfort as if I was your father. I feel that is a direct result of your parents raising you. And the whole Jesus thing. Let's put it aside. Jesus is on the floor, where he belongs. And what I mean by that is this. We have exactly what you and Schwartzy are looking for, but you won't listen because I'm an adult. And even the rabbis, I think one is just amazing. He says 2 generations that their parents' faces will turn white. They're so rude and insulting and don't even realize it. I can send you that rabbi if you like. It's the 10 signs of Moshiach, another one. And Shavra has disappeared. So I've had 2 Jews that I've targeted and said Moshiach, and they've gone. Both good guys, too. Why? Just a coincidence, I'm sure. The availability that you have, you won't even come see, and yet you stand outside my house, my mansion, and you tell me, do I understand, as you criticized my fiance, you criticized my Jesus, you criticized me, the way I operate, the way I deliver.
No, I don't criticize.
That's my perception. Are you going to criticize my perception now, too? Sir?
I did. You're telling me that I criticize Jesus. I'm not saying that.
Yes, I'm going to say, just much like Tovia Singer, there is an inflection, a tonality of, you said all these other things, the Muslim, and then when you got to it was Jesus. So we're very sensitive to that, just as you are, I'm sure. I love you. In fact, this whole exercise is our free will. God has given us our free will. Everything else is, I'm submitting from God right now, is his programming.
Yeah.
And he's saying, you two work this shit out. You young man, you old man, work this shit out, make it happen. I think so. I do.
Okay.
I do.
Again, it's not maybe it wasn't understood. My point from my whole
was I understood by you?
Well, that's the thing. I think that
candidly,
what you were telling me now was based on what I was saying earlier. So what I was saying earlier was not, God forbid, to make fun of anyone or undermine anyone or anything like that.
Just dismiss. It's dismissive. That's all. Dismissive. That's all. It's just.
No, it's not. No.
Perception. My perception, please. I will honor your perception.
it's like, to give it a simple analogy, the weight of the person on the swing needs to be centered in order for it to swing, right?
Relevant to
You
what?
can't be
Relevant to
grabbing
what? What's your point? As you say to me, what's your point?
the,
Or was that
my
Swartzy?
point is,
Was that Swartzy that said that?
my point is, in order for us to have liftoff, we need to remember where the weight needs to be. And if it's going to be imbalanced, then we're not going to be able to take off.
The
And
weight
balance
is
needs
on
to
the
be,
Torah and the Talmud and Adam and Eve. And you beginning,
yes,
and
and
you
it's also
instructing, and you
on the
instructing.
personal level.
Pardon?
On the personal level, between us as human beings, it's on the commonalities, on the things that we do have in common.
Oh my
Right?
God! You should have tasted last night. I made lasagna. Listen to this. Do you like Italian lasagna, sir?
Oh yes,
I'm a chef.
lasagna and the
I
one with the
Yep.
eggplant. I love the eggplant.
Well, I didn't put.
I
You know
really
what? I use. You would use. Would you use sausage or no? You don't. Is that Muslim or?
no.
Okay, a hamburger. Is hamburger okay?
We don't use milk and meat together.
Then eggplant. You're right. I'm sorry. Then eggplant. I can do eggplant. Okay, so but this is what I did different. And I would chop the eggplant up. I'm all about. Let's make it so it's palatable and I can eat it. Right? I'm that good of a chef. I was trained by a Greek Olympic wrestler. Oh, he was good. I can kill Gordon Ramsay. I told you this. Now this I used egg noodles. You see, egg noodles.
Uh-huh.
And then the ricotta and the egg and then that and then I use dirty me. I use sausage because it's so good. And I made it.
It says in the Bible, and Jesus said, heaven and earth shall cease before one letter of the law shall cease. And
What?
Jesus said that, and in the Bible it says, you shall not cook a lamb in the milk of its mother, which
That's Old Testament. You're old and I'm new. This is a reversal. Look at the symbology. I'm old.
No, David, I'm saying, just if you can avoid milk
Okay.
and meat together,
If you can avoid what?
Milk and meat together.
Oh shoot! Then I will. I don't even drink milk. And thank you for that. Thank you for that. That's excellent. Now, because I lifted weights for 30 years, man. So I'm mentally read and I'm physiologically. But I don't like the milk. And I did. You know what I did? God, I made it so righteous. I used. You know how on the perimeter of a lasagna dish it's always crusty and I literally, Yossi, I'm so meticulous about cooking. I literally took for this conversation, I'm sure, cream, and I gently just dribbled it around the edge of the casserole dish. Oh my God. And I used, instead of those big long ass skis, lasagna noodles, you gotta fuck the fuck, what the fuck is that shit? I used egg noodles. Oh my God. What?
How did they come out?
Jeez, oh God, you wouldn't believe it. I tell you, it was the best. And I'm cooking for Susan, and she's all about Polish tradition and cooking. I said, you got to have Jewish in your background. Jewish, Polish, Jewish. She just smiles.
Yeah.
She does. She just smiles like a son of a bitch, Yossi. I got to tell you, I think there is. Is that possible?
Well, the Jews were, Pauline is Pauline.
Oh my God. Yeah, she is because, yeah.
And the Jewish people rested in Poland.
Oh my God.
They were thrown all over the place. And
oh my God. Oh my God. I got goosebumps. When I think of Poland, I got goosebumps right now. Now, okay, but yeah, there's got to be because the pierogi making and we read Grandma's letter at when is it? There's got to be cooking. She's got stacks of fucking cookbooks. Anyways, I think she's jealous of me. Is that possible? My cooking.
Well, that's a good thing, I think. Yeah.
Well, I said, oh my God, and I'm my own worst critic like you.
No, but Europeans suck at cooking in general. Let's just put it on.
I don't have that much experience other than Mexicans. And you're right. Do not stop it now, stop it now. I don't know how much free will God gives us, and I think He can go in and out of that even with His atomic abilities. But He does say we have free will, correct, Honorable Rabbi? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, we agree. There it is. So lasagna with egg noodles. You'll try it. Have your wife try it. You got to be really methodical about layering the noodles. You got to have time. And it is out of this.
So the egg noodles you're just basically substituting
Yes.
the regular noodles for egg noodles.
Listen,
Okay.
you can do it now. In the bottom, it's just whatever eggplant or whatever. You got to have a bottom wet of the sauce, bottom sauce on the bottom, and
Sauce.
yeah, and then you just take your hand, put it right into the pot the strained noodles are in, and you just start layering it. Loving it, layering it, and you'll know. And then you got your ricotta mix, the spatula where you can just slap it around, get the boys to do, slap, 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 slap. Ah, you screwed up, and be mean, mean. What? And that's chefery, and they will take that out to in their lives. We get in the kitchen, we're serious, motherfucker. You instill that. What are you doing? I mean, when they spill stuff, when they're sloppy, when they flip a pancake and it doesn't, get shitty as hard as you can. The harder you get, they're gonna go.
No, I don't bring my younger kids into the kitchen.
Fine, don't. I don't care. What does that have to do with anything I said?
I don't know. You said get shitty. I don't know what you said. You said I should bring my kids into the kitchen and scream at them. Is that what
I did. Anyway, back to what I was saying, which was what?
maybe that's the upbringing you had. But
Did you? No, my dad didn't. No, my dad didn't cook.
Screaming at the kids.
My dad didn't. No, I cooked for my dad. They were terrible. My parents are the worst cooks on the planet. And I started.
You know that me as a kid, one time I came home and I was really hungry.
Yeah.
And I asked my father if there's anything to eat. So he's like, "You fucking idiot! You want to eat something? Yeah, go make something. What do you?
Yeah.
You to make food?
What? How old?
I'm like, okay, I get up.
How
and
old?
I'm making myself a shakshuka. I'm like 16, 17.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. Oh, shakshuka. What the hell is that?
It's like eggs, but with sauce and peppers. Check it up online.
Jesus, shut up! It's a fucking omelet. It's a sousa. I'm gonna say that.
Yeah, but it's with a lot of sauce.
I don't give a shit. That's I don't give a shit. That's shakshuka. That's a fucking omelet. Yeah, feta cheese. Put some feta cheese in it, bitch. Okay. Thank me later. Put some feta cheese. Put some feta cheese in that, sir, please, and you'll go, oh my God, he's right. Now,
So I'm making. So I get up on and I start making it, and then my father I see him creep up. Right
wait. You have an iron skillet.
He's like. Yossi, what are you doing? What are you doing? Move aside.
He wants one. He wants one. Yeah.
And then I sit down and I'm like, I don't understand this.
Oh man, would you please stop?
I should make my own food. Now I make my own food. He moves me aside and he wants to do it. It's almost like you ask someone to mop the floor, and then when he sees you're having so much fun, he pushes you away and he wants to do the.
Oh, is this your dad? Is this your stepdad?
No, my actual dad. But it's okay.
Wait, you're with your actual dad?
No, not now. This is something that happened.
Oh God. Okay. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm sorry. That's right. I just had Susan. Boom. She calls and then she Skyped. So I'm sorry. I apologize. I was thinking of my dad. Your dad at 16. So you started cooking then?
No, that wasn't the point of. No, I cooked before that. Also, I was in.
I got it.
I cooked in. No, I was just telling you about the way my father's cooking. You said I don't know. You said something about that, so I said something about that. Anyway.
I love it, man. I miss my dad. I didn't like my dad. My dad scared me. I swear to God, he scared me, but he was so righteous. Oh my God, Yossi. Oh my God, no, man. And that's why I'm just out here alone. When I say alone, I'm like you. We're alone, right? Yeah. And that's why we're talking, because we recognize.
Your father passed on already?
Yeah. Both are gone. What a freak show that
Okay.
was. That was a freak show. But yeah. We're involved now. Listen, let me if I may just take you through quickly, since you have not chosen and taken the liberty to come on. Simple. Let me just. What would happen? You sign on. You could come to anything you wanted. You could come to a classroom. No naked bodies, no body parts, specifics to a pixel. Make sense to you, sir? Meaning kosher, sir? The kosher pixelation can occur. Do you like that? You do, don't you? Huh? You can use that in.
No, I'll tell you what. The whole virtual reality thing.
Yep.
Because I have 3 kids.
Yep.
On my head.
Yep.
And so much to do, as you saw, and that's true.
Yep.
Now it's 11 o'clock. I'm just starting.
Oh, Jesus God.
Sound thing.
Yeah. So what?
So I don't have time for this virtual reality thing.
Well, wait a minute. That's so funny. You know why that's funny? You saying I don't have time. Now, Papa, you listening to your guy here, right? You're saying to Papa, I know you're up there in that gold room, and I think and suspect that the Rebbe told me get on out there and see what's going on for this exact kind of situation. And now it's being voiced back to me by this smart old man about come on. And now I'm interrupting him. Now I'm interrupting him because I'm scared. I'm a scared little pussy. Pussy! You pussy fucker! I am. I'm gauging. You relax, sir. I fight battles when you fight, little bro.
Send me a link, a username, and a password, and if I sign in and it's my liking.
No, bullshit. All you're gonna do is go into you'll look on your screen, you'll go, and it'll seem right. Oh, this is where they send the new people. Basic vanilla. You'll start using your arrow keys, and you'll turn, and you'll use your can, you'll acclimate, it'll take you about, well, somebody that knows what they're doing could Skype with you and get you up to speed fast, which you would be like, you wouldn't go to bed tonight, or tomorrow night, or the next, the honeymoon phase on this technology, Josie, is, yeah. But here's the thing. So you come on and you'll come into a place, and then how do you get to lilac? Well, you got to type lilac into the search, and you'll see, you'll right click it and you'll say transport me, and she'll accept or deny your transport. And she's in the club. We call it the club. It's beautiful. I wish you'd come see it. There's no naked bodies.
Maybe I'll create a universe.
Yes. Well, either you. Why would you go if you don't even have time to come to this one? What are you doing? You're chicken shit. That's all. I understand. You're just a chicken shit. I'll give you some time to build a background.
I have no idea. Listen.
I'm listening.
I know how to log into Facebook. I know how to log into.
Oh, Facebook.
You want to give me URL, username, and a password. You do that for me.
Yes.
I'll log in. I'll see what
I will do that in the next.
And if I see that there's a place for, the kind of spirituality and the kind of.
You can make it. You don't say if you see. Don't say if you see. You can see whatever you want. Listen, you can. No. You don't play Risk? Oh, come on. She has it. Okay.
Visitors come in.
Yeah, boy.
And now they're like, the Morocco Tycoon 3 game, it was like Mountain like 3D and all this.
Yep.
So like, okay, we'll see. We shall see. But you send me a.
Wait. I will send you, and I'm going to set it up as I'm talking, because I can do two things at once. 3 things, 4 things actually. Man, I got one of these hoverboards. Oh God, they're selling them cheap because nobody. How old are your sons, sir?
They're selling them cheap because they're very hard to fix and they break very easily.
Well, I would say that just as a beginner, people can't get going. It requires too much work, sir. It's not they're not breaking. These things should cost $1,000. No shite. I'm not kidding. This one I'm looking at, a beautiful blue. And do you remember back in the day they thought the big thing was these little the 2 wheels with the steering that you just moved and went forward? You see those? They were like $3,000. They were like $2,000. They just disappeared. And now I just did it because I was going door to door wearing my ass off. That guy just raped me and ripped me off like a son of a bitch motherfucker. I said nothing as a good Christian. I just let it go. Vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. I certainly hope so with that guy. Ripped my ass off, man, by a couple $100. And then because I uncovered his salesmen were not doing the right thing in the software, that's my life. If I could tell you my life since I was 12, delivering papers at 4:30 a.m., my life has been go in and clean up. Go in and clean up. Go in
Yeah.
and over and over. And anybody that's been in my life will say, yes, he has gone in, whether it's the barter business, the restaurant business, the people business, the finance business, the real estate business,